Progression. The earliest serex were empty because the symbol alone relayed the necessary message of royal power. Over time, the king began to write an epitaph within the serec. These serex were dominated by the symbol of Horus. During the second dynasty only, changes in the formulation of the Horus name to Set name and then a Horus and a Set name were seen. These changes occurred merely during the second dynasty and are viewed as an exception to the typical use of the Horus name and is evidenced by the continued use of Horus in the serex of the Egyptian kings before and after Peribsen and Khase-Khemwy. Many propositions have been made as to why this change occurred, though the exact reason is still disputed. Peribsen and Khase-Khemwy. For reasons which remain unclear, Set attained particular prominence in the late Second Dynasty, temporarily replacing, then joining Horus as the god atop the royal serec. When the name Peribsen, who was the penultimate king of the Second Dynasty, was written in a serec, it was surmounted not by the usual Horus falcon hieroglyph, but by the Set animal, a hound or jackal-like creature with a wide, straight tail. Peribsen thus made a visual statement that he was the earthly embodiment of Set. The importance of Set in the reign of Peribsen was also reflected in a sealing of the king from Abydos. It referred to a god named the Golden One, or perhaps more likely a he of Nubt Nakada, the usual epithet of Set in historic times. It appears as though Set was adopted by Peribsen as his personal deity. This is emphasized by the wording of the inscription. He of Nubt has handed over the two lands to his son, the dual king Peribsen. One interpretation of this dramatic change in the format of the royal name is that it represented a rebellion of some kind that was squashed or reconciled by the last king of the dynasty, Khase-Khemwy, whose name appeared in serex surmounted by both the Horus, falcon, and the Seth animal. Originally known as Khase-Khem, which means the one who arises in the respect of the power, his name eventually came to be known as Khase-Khemwy, which means the one who rises in respect of the two powers. The two powers in his name have been interpreted by some as the Horus falcon and the Set animal. The addition to the Khase-Khem's name is further evidence that he was trying to merge the ideas of both Horus and Set. While the validity of this proposal is debatable, Khase-Khemwy's epithet from seal impressions supports this notion. It is interpreted as the two lords are at peace in him, which can be viewed as though he resolved some internal conflict, especially if two lords are seen as referring to Horus and Set and their followers, respectively. Others have viewed this evidence as a way of proclaiming national renewal under Khase-Khemwy, as he was able to reunite Upper and Lower Egypt. This idea remains speculative, however, due to the lack of hard evidence to support this notion. Nonetheless, it seems likely that foreign relations reached a new level under Khase-Khemwy, since the seal impression of his reign showed the first occurrence of the title Emir Hest, which means overseer of foreign lands. It strongly suggests the imposition of Egyptian hegemony on foreign territory. The change of the deity image on a serec was significant. While the king's name sometimes appeared in a serec without an image of the deity above, no deity other than Horus is so far known to have occurred on the serec of a king until the reign of Peribsen. However, the serecs of some queens had other deities above. An example is Neitoh-Tep's, whose serec had the goddess Neith's emblems above it. Due to evidence that Peribsen's stela were subjected to erasure of the Set animals, it has been inferred that whatever reasons Peribsen had for substituting his falcon failed to win acceptance among royal generations after Khase-Khemwy.